Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sapna Dadwal. I'm working as a professor in the Department of Management at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. This is lecture number 6 from Unit 2 of Fundamentals of Management. This subject is taught in ETC 6th semester. The topic I'm going to cover in this lecture is job analysis. I'm going to cover the whole topic of job analysis. I'm going to discuss first definition, then objective, then importance, then process, then methods of job analysis. So I'm starting with the definition of job analysis. Job analysis is a systematic and detailed examinations of job. It is the process of collecting information about a job, that is the knowledge, skills, and the experience needed to carry out a job effectively. In other words, job analysis refers to the anatomy of the job. It is a complete study of job, embodying every known and determinable factor, including the duties and responsibilities involved in its performance, the conditions under which the performance is carried on, the nature of the task, the qualities required in the worker, and such condition of the employment as pay are, opportunities and privileges. It also emphasizes the relation of one job to other in the organization. So according to Edwin B. Flipper, job analysis is the process of studying and collecting information relating to the operations and responsibilities of a specific job. The immediate products of this analysis are job description and job specification. In the words of David and Stephen, job analysis is a systematic exploration of activities within a job. It is a basic technical procedure, one that is used to define the duties, responsibilities, and accountabilities of job. So job analysis provides the following information about job: nature of job required in the organization, nature of organizational structure, type of people required to fit that structure, the relationship of job with other jobs in the organization, kind of qualification required for the particular job, provision of physical conditions. Now the second topic is objectives of job analysis. The main objective of job analysis are as follows. The first one is work simplification. Job analysis provides the information related to job, and this data can be used to make process or job simple. So work simplification means dividing the job into small parts, different operations in a product line or process which can improve the production of job performance. The second objective is setting up standards. Standard means minimum acceptable qualities or result or performance or reward regarding particular job. So job analysis provides the information about the job, and standard of each can be established using this information. Third objective is support to personal activities. Job analysis provide support to various personal activities like recruitment, selection, training and development, wage administration, performance appraisal, etc. The job analysis has other objectives too, as it helps in many activities which are discussed as under. First is organization and manpower planning. So job analysis helps the organization in manpower planning. It defines labor needs in concrete terms and coordinate the activities of workforce and clearly divides duties and responsibility. Then second is recruitment and selection. By indicating the specific requirement of each job, it provides realistic basis for hiring, training, placement, transfer and promotion of personnel. Basically, the goal is to match the job requirement with the worker's aptitude, abilities and interest. It also helps in charting the channels of promotion and in showing lateral lines of transfer. Then wage and salary administration. By indicating the qualification required for doing a specific job, and the risk and hazards involved in that its performance. It helps in salary and wage administration. Job analysis is used as a foundation for job evaluation. The next one is job re-engineering. Job analysis provides information which enables the organization to change jobs in order to permit their being manned by personnels with specific characteristics and qualification. Then employee training and management development. Job analysis provides the necessary information to the management of training and development program. It helps to determine the content and subject matter of in training courses. It also helps in checking application information, interviewing, weighing test results, and in checking references. Then comes performance appraisal. It helps in establishing clear-cut standards which may be compared with actual contribution of each individual. The next was health and safety. It provides an opportunity for identifying hazardous conditions and unhealthy environmental factors so that corrective measures may be taken to minimize and avoid the possibility of accidents. Now the next topic is process of job analysis. So this is discussed the first the job analysis. The process of job analysis is the first step of the process of job analysis is to identify purpose of job analysis. So first of all, we should identify the purpose of doing job analysis. Otherwise, we will not be able to collect all the pertinent information concerning job analysis and job analysis methods. Second is selection of analysts. We have to choose analysts to whom responsibilities will be assigned for job analysis. The analyst will be taken from professional human resource, line managers, incumbents, or consultants. So analyst should be expert in his field. Then third is selection of method. The next step is to select representative position to analyze, because it may not be necessary to analyze all jobs and there may be too many similar jobs to analyze. So after selecting representative jobs, we must identify the appropriate method which is the best one in order to analyze a particular job. Then step 4 is train the analyst. If we are using some internal analyst from our organization, from within the organization, then this is the step when that analyst should first be trained properly to analyze the job. He should have a proper information how to analyze, or proper training to how to analyze the jobs. Then next step is preparation of job analysis. It includes communicate the project in the organization and preparing the documentation related to job analysis. Then collection of data. Next step is job analyst will collect data relating to job activities, employees' behavior, working conditions, human traits, and ability to perform the jobs, etc. Then review and verify. Analyst must verify the collected data to confirm that the information is factually correct and complete. So you must verify all the information, whatever he has collected related to the jobs he has been assigned to analyze. Then next step is develop a job description and job specification. Develop a job description and job specification from the job analysis information. A job description is a written statement that describes the activities and responsibilities of a job, working conditions, safety, and hazard. A job specification summarizes the personal qualities, traits, skills, and background required for getting the job done. Now the next topic is methods of job analysis. So methods of collecting job analysis information include direct observation, work method analysis, critical incident technique, interview, and questionnaire methods. So I'm starting with the first method, that is direct observation method. Direct observation is a method of job analysis to observe and record behavior, that is events, activities, tasks, duties. So when the worker or a group engaged in doing the job. So observation method can be effective only when the job analyst is skilled enough to know what is to be observed, how to analyze, and what is being observed. Now the second method of job analysis is work method analysis. Work method analysis is used to describe manual and repetitive production jobs such as factory or assembly line job. Work method analysis includes time and motion study and micro motion analysis. Now third is critical incident technique. Critical incident technique is a method of job analysis used to identify work behaviors that classify in good and poor performance. Under this method, job holders are asked to describe critical incidents concerning the jobs, and the incidents are so collected are analyzed and classified according to the job areas they describe. Now the next method is interview method. Interview method is a useful tool of job analysis to ask questions to both incumbents and supervisors in either an individual or a group setting. Interview includes structural interviews, unstructured interviews, and open-ended question. Now the next method is questionnaire method. Questionnaire method includes 6 techniques, which are as follows. First is position analysis questionnaire. Position analysis questionnaire model is a questionnaire technique of job analysis. It is developed by M.C. Comic, Generate, and McLean in 1972. Is a structured instrument of job analysis to measure job characteristics and relate them to human characteristics. Second is a functional job analysis, FJA, which is called as FJA model. FJA model is a technique of job analysis that was developed by Employment and Training Administration of the United States Department of Labor. United States Department of Labor. It includes 7 scales that measure 3 worker functions scales, measure percentage of time spent with data, people, things. So first is worker instruction scale, 3 scales that measure reasoning, mathematics, and language. So then next one is work profiling system, WPS model. WPS model is a questionnaire technique of job analysis. Is a computer administered system for job analysis developed by Saville and Holdsworth Limited. Then is MOSAIC, Mosaic model. Mosaic model is a questionnaire technique of job analysis used to collect information from incumbents and supervisors. It contains 151 job tasks related in terms of importance for effective job performance and 22 competencies rated in terms of importance and needed proficiency at entry. Then comes Common Metric Questionnaire, that is CMQ model. CMQ model is the technique of job analysis that was developed by Harvey as a worker-oriented job analysis instrument designed to have applicability to a broad range of exempt and non-exempt jobs. It includes 41 general questions of background section, 62 questions of contact with people, 80 items of decision making, 53 items of physical and mechanical activities, 47 items of work setting. Then comes Fleischmann Job Analysis System, that is FJAS. FJAS model is a technique of job analysis that describes jobs from the point of view of necessary capacities. It includes 52 cognitive, physical, psychomotor, and sensory ability. Each of the category consists of 2 parts, an operational and differential definition and grading scale. So this is for all for the job technique methods, job analysis methods of analysis. Now the next topic is functions of job analysis. The first function is job identification. So this is the first function of analysis, to identify job, its title, and it's including its code number. Then second is it job analysis. The second function is of the job analysis is to enlist job duties of various jobs. Then is how job is performed, because this is one of the function of the job analysis. It enlists how the job is performed, whether it is performed in hazardous conditions or healthy conditions. Then it also identify, so what are the attributes required to do a certain jobs. Then it also establishes or try to find out the relationship of one job with other jobs. Then it also enlists the duties along with probable frequency of occurrence of each duty. Then it also identifies the equipments for performing for particular job, like plastic, grain, yarn, milling machines. So what kind of equipments the workers are going to use to perform a particular job. Then job analysis also identify the personal traits required, personal trait qualification required for performing a particular job. Now significance, the next topic is significance of job analysis. It facilitates manpower planning. So job analysis is the qualitative aspect of manpower planning. It determines demands of job in terms of responsibilities and duties, then translate these demands into skills, qualities, and other attribute. Then second is it helps in recruitment, selection, and placement of personals in the organization, because by identifying their duties and responsibilities, and by identifying the traits required to do for a particular job, aptitude, abilities, so it helps in recruiting best people for the right jobs. Then determines training and developmental need. So job analysis determines the level of standard of job performance. It helps in administering the training development program. Job description and job specification are written documents. So if the content of these documents are known to the employees, they will try to acquire the skills and knowledge required to perform the task assigned to them efficiently. Now determine job evaluation. So job evaluation aims at determining the relative worth of the job, which helps in determining the compensation of job. These jobs are evaluated in terms of money. An accurate and comprehensive set of job descriptions and the job specification forms of factual basis for evaluating the worth of job. Then provides data for the performance appraisal. Job analysis data provide a clear-cut standards of performance for every job. The performance of employee can be appraised objectively with the standards of job performance so established. A supervisor may very easily compare the contribution of each man with the set standards. Then it helps in designing jobs. So job analysis helps in designing a job. So industrial engineers may use job analysis information in designing the jobs by making the comprehensive study of the job element. It helps in time and motion study, work specification methods, and workplace improvements and work measurement. So human engineering activities such as physical, mental, and psychological actions are studied with the help of job analysis information. That It ensures safety and health. Job analysis process uncovers the hazardous and unhealthy environmental factors such as heat, noise, fume, dust, etc. related with the jobs. So management may take corrective measures to minimize the chances of risk to ensure safety to workers and avoid unhealthy conditions. Then it maintains discipline. So job analysis provide the information regarding characteristics of various jobs and the job holders. It studies the failure of workmen to meet the required standard of performance. Corrective measures may be taken in time to avoid untoward situations. In this way, it helps in maintaining discipline in the industry. So, this we have already seen what is the significance of job analysis. It facilitates manpower planning. It helps in recruitment, selection, and placement of employees. It determines training and development needs. It determines job evaluation. It provides data for performance appraisal. It helps in designing of job. It ensures safety and healthy, and it maintains discipline in the organization. So these are the questions related to the above topic we have discussed in lecture number 6. If any query is there, please do contact me. Any confusion, there's any confusion related to any topic from any lecture, then you can always contact me. Thank you so much.